Hello everyone and welcome to my part 2 of 4 for my color testing series. This video is about colored pencil and I want to show you how colored pencil works on different kinds of papers. In total this is 6 different papers, and if you're interested in any other mediums, I have also made a video about charcoal, one about graphite and one about watercolor. The reason why I did this video is as I started drawing with colored pencil, it was quite hard to find the right paper for it, and so I decided to make your life easier just testing out different papers which are quite easily available in each country, and to show you the difference between these papers. So I have only used the same colored pencils for each drawing, which were the Prismacolor pencils and some of the Polychromo pencils, which were kind of same. The Prismacolor pencils are wax-based and the Polychromo pencils are oil-based, but work quite well together. I decided not to use any solvents or other materials helping with color pencils, just to give you an overview what is possible with the pencils and what is not possible. If you're interested in more details about working with colored pencil, I will also have a video available showing you different blending techniques. So if you're interested, check out this video, and if you have any questions about this medium, please leave me in the comments. I would be happy to assist you. As in my first video about charcoal, the goal for this tutorial was to get each drawing done in a maximum time of 30 minutes and using no helping materials at all. It was not a goal to achieve super realistic high-end drawings, it was just to get a feeling for each paper and to let you know which one works best for me. The first paper that I'm using is the Stonehenge paper, and once I decided to start with colored pencils, I was watching many of these fancy speed drawings which looked really cool and easy, and they achieved such a great realistic look which I wanted to achieve as well. So I did my research and checked which papers some of them used and what are available to me, and the Stonehenge papers was one of the papers that some of them used, so I decided to start with this one. And first I just made soft layers, so I did not press hard on the paper to build some pigment on the paper, and then added more and more pencil to the paper to increase the contrast of it. Actually, I realized that the Stonehenge paper has quite some texture, which gave me a really hard time building up the pencil, and so I decided to cheat on this one and using odorless mineral spirit to blend down some layers to just get rid of the white dots in between, which gave me really a hard time. I continued with the second layer of colored pencils and built up the shadows and the light areas. In general, found that this is not my preferred paper for colored pencil. I'm quite sure it will work better if you use some other helping materials like fixative in between or mineral spirits to blend or whatever is available as well. But for only using pencils, I would have needed quite some time to get the job done, which was not the goal for this tutorial. Bottom line, I need to say that I was not that satisfied with the result that I got. It was still a bit grainy and not as realistic as I would have loved it to be. So let's see what the next paper brings. The second paper that I've used was the Bristol 300 vellum series. It has less texture than the Stonehenge paper, but still some texture left. So I started over again with a soft layer and added up deep pencil on the paper until I received the look that I wanted to have. I found it much easier to get the color pencil down on the paper and to get a rich look to the color. It was easier to blend, and finally it turned out to be a much smoother look to the drawing than I was able to achieve with the Stonehenge paper. I had never the need to use any mineral spirit to thin down or to blend, so quite nice to draw on. coming to the Bristol 300 Smooth series, I need to say that this was my most preferred surface to draw on. It is really smooth, it has nearly no texture at all. You can layer down really good, so you don't get any grainy effect in the end. Also, having an overview all the drawings together, it has the most finished look to it in the 30 minutes time that I had. And yeah, it just works out really nice on this paper. So definitely I can work better on the smooth surfaces than on any other. What you need to keep in mind on the smooth surfaces, you cannot build up the pencils as much as you could on the more textured one. You will get some wax residue once you added too much of pencil layers, which can cause some problems if you need to change the color in the end. But this was quite a simple drawing, there was no need to change so much. And if you use more complex ones like faces or whatsoever, there are helping materials that you can use to get rid of the wax residue, like the mineral spirit. Or there are also some fixatives that you can use from brush and pencils. But for these techniques I will get in more detail in another tutorial that you will find on my channel. So again, check out these videos for more details in this medium. Heading over to the toned papers. First there is this Strathmore toned 10, which has a beige look to it, and a toned grey, which obviously is toned grey. I will combine both paper because they work kind of same. The overall feeling is quite similar to the Bristol vellum paper. Layering was quite well, blending went well. You just need to consider that as the paper itself has a tone to it, you will get mutant colors compared to a white paper. So when you want to have a vibrant color, you need to choose different pencils than you would choose on the white paper. But the white pencil itself worked quite well. But keep in mind that you cannot lighten up colors by using white only, because you will lose the vibrancy that the colors have, so it always looks a bit milky. Overall, papers worked quite well, so just keep in mind that you need to counter the tone that the paper natural has. Last but not least, I did the same drawing on the Canson paper, which was really surprising to me. As this is supposed to be a watercolor paper and has quite some texture to it, I did not expect it to work that well for colored pencil. Actually, it did quite well. During the first stages, layering felt like a bit as it did with the Stonehenge paper, and turned out quite nicely, so I did not have to fight the small white dots as I had to fight with the Stonehenge paper. So layering went quite well, blending was quite well, and the overall effect is quite nice in the end. It is not as smooth as on the Bristol vellum or smooth papers, or even on the toned papers, but overall said, this was quite an okay paper for colored pencils. If you use some techniques like thinning it down to blend, or fixing the layers and adding more layers, this will probably be a nice result, so quite nice for colored pencils. This was the result of part 2 of my color testing series, testing colored pencils, and I hope this video was of any use for you. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section. And if you want to see the other tutorials as well, please feel free to watch these videos. I hope you enjoyed this video and looking forward to see you in my next videos. If you like this video, please make sure you leave me a comment, subscribe, or give me a thumbs up. Would be very happy about it and wish you a great day. See ya! And thanks for watching!